Sunshine, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I am once again in Terraria for the first time in a really long time. We are going to be creating a new world, which, I already have a character made because I planned ahead, but I did not plan ahead as long enough to actually create a world. Good job, Nibby. So we are going to click new. We are going medium normal because I am a scrub, and then we are going to call it Third Realm because this is the third series I've tried. This is the third time I've tried doing this series because, again, I am a scrub. I'm real great at doing these series. I've done it multiple times now, which shows the level of skill I have in recording these. Oh, we got a Crimson world this time. I hate Crimson, but to it now. So we're going to have a Crimson world apparently because one side is green and one side is. And the world is created. So it should be the very bottom. The Third Realm. I moved it to the clouds, so I got a little bit of lag because Third Realm is now my favorite map. Let's log in. And welcome to Terraria. So first of all, we're going to pause the game. We're going to pause the recording and log out of the game because I don't want things moving when I have the game paused. So we'll be right back. Right, we're logging back in, so it should now, when I pause the game, it actually stops the game. So that's really useful. That's kind of part of the reason why I've stopped doing multiplayer, but not the reason, just one of them. Let me make sure everything's plugged in properly. So yeah, welcome to Terraria. I almost forgot what I was doing. I was turning down my game audio, possibly. So there we go. I also did a few more things. Okay, there we go. We're doing good. We are good. Greetings, John. Is there something I can help you with? Yes, so my character's name is John because nobody will get the reference except for three people who I tried and failed to do a space with in Minecraft. Basically, I created a character called John Foreveralone. Don't even ask, because basically I didn't want to do 49er, but I was uncreative. He's a really old character that I've had for a long time, and I thought I would implement him into something. So I don't actually have a grappling hook, so the spawn point is right there. I've done good to mark it. Because what you do when you first create a world, and this is what every smart person who plays Terraria should do, looks at the link, you should always build your house right at the spawn point, because that way when you die, when you die in the middle of a blood moon on the first night, instead of respawning, dying, and creating really terrible content all bloody night, again, looks at Ad Victoriam, when you die, when you die, you actually spawn back in your house, which is always good. So I'm just going to commit grand deforestation. So probably one of my favorite things is sunflowers. Happy, movement speed increased, monster spawns reduced, because I hate mob spawns a lot. But of course, slimes will spawn still. Yeah, also, I would like to admit, I'm going to admit this, I used the builder world in order to get this character, because this character, he already had a kind of designed look, and I couldn't get that from the normal character generation, so I went into the builder world and used a little bit of cheating to give him the proper beard. It's only aesthetic, and I deleted all the money from my account. I only his copper I got from that slime over there. But yeah, this character started with nothing but the default tools and a really nice beard. Because, yeah. So I hope you guys don't mind that too much. If you guys really don't like it that much, I'll go back into the builder world and use cheats to change it back. But yeah. So tell me in the comments below what do you think of that? If you think I'm a cheaty swine, then I should get off here too. Of course, I wouldn't say it exactly like that. I do have a ban button because that would be a bit rude. Well, I'm not banning anybody from my channel. I would like to mention though, just while I'm recording, I've actually gotten a lot of spam bots. So I don't usually ban people from my channel, but yeah, I don't usually ban people from my channel, but I've been doing a lot of channel. I've hidden several users because they have given me spam comments. I don't know. Ever since I hit this 100, they've just been more and more common. So hopefully we don't get any spam bots here. And also, nobody's probably ever noticed those characters because I have a filter set up to prevent them from showing. So not all comments, but I mean, if you want to send me a link, just let me know. I mean, if you have a link and you want to send it to someone, just tag me in it, and I will unblock it if it's an appropriate link. If it goes to you got hackeddude.com something like that, general website, then I'm not gonna unwhitelist it. But you can message me basically requesting to have the link. If you're having a conversation with someone, you want to send them a link to something, you can message me, and I'll look over it and such. Also, I have a few moderators, and those moderators probably don't actually know they're moderators. If I'm correct, the moderators are 49ers Gaming, aka Ad Victoria, Ozone Helix, who's another YouTuber who I'm actually friends with in the real world, and I believe Missy64. I'm not sure if I made her a moderator yet, but she will be if she isn't already. But yeah, so about all that channel stuff out of the way, let's get back to Terraria-ing. Say that 10 times fast. Terraria-ing. Also, sorry if I sound like I'm whispering. I do have a little bit of a sore throat. I went on a road trip over the weekend, and I went to Tennessee to watch the solar eclipse, and I really hope you guys didn't miss it. But if you did miss it, in 7 years, in I think 2021, I don't know, I have no idea when it is, but in about 7 years, there's going to be another one that is going to happen in 7 years. The only town I heard it's going to cross, it's going to cross a whole bunch, I bet, but the one I heard it was going to cross is Indianapolis, Indiana. So yeah. So the people in Indianapolis, you guys actually get you don't have to go anywhere. I'm not going to be going to Indianapolis to watch that just because traffic. Yeah, I've seen it once. I don't really need to see it again. If you guys do want to know where I live in, it's listed on my Twitter page. I live in the United States, in the state of a state. Didn't think I was gonna tell you that easy, did you? No. I do live in a state, so yes. Very, very descriptive. I'm not gonna venture too far on the first night because the Crimson is kind of a bit more difficult than the at least it feels a bit more difficult than the Corruption. It probably isn't though. Also, the guide has about only a few minutes to get in, otherwise I'm going to actually lock him out, because I've gotten screwed over the guide enough times to know that he does not, if you click on him when it's nighttime, okay, he didn't say it, I am here to give you advice on what to do next. It is recommended that you talk to me anytime you get help, so if you click help, it says, oh, no, on help. If you want to just, okay. Okay, he's useless. Normally he says, you should stay indoors at night. There are monsters outside that could kill you or something. I can't remember exactly, but he basically says, don't go outside at night. It's dangerous. And then he opens the door and closes the door, letting zombies in, like a spiral door. but how long have we been going for? We've been going for about 11 minutes. So I'll probably do some off-camera stuff as well in this series. I'm not going to just record everything because I've learned in the past that if you record everything you're doing a series. What's this? Okay, that's a bit broken. But I've learned that if you do a series, you can't record everything. No matter how much you want to, you can't. Otherwise, the series, after a very short while, it just gets redundant. Oh, jeez, that tree just kind of was like, hi. But yeah, I do hope you guys actually enjoy the Terraria series. I'm going to actually add this. This is going to be in its own playlist because that I'm not going to remove the with link because I did a lot of that. That whole series was with link. So this is its own series. This is Terraria. Are you sand, bro? I'll take a screenshot of that and put it on the screen now. That is actually the window tile right now. Is are you sand, bro? But I'm gonna get some slime for some windows, and then I'm going to retreat inside for the night. And I will see you guys in the next video once I do that. So I'm not gonna do the outro yet. I'm not ready for it. Not ready. I'm not ready, man. I'm not ready to go. Not ready. Let's take this. Like, I actually got some good ore from that, like that tungsten ore. I wonder if I can actually make something with that, because that stuff's actually really useful. So I do need to finish my house rather quickly. Yes, I said rather. What you gonna do about it? So to prevent the guide from, I'm just gonna do that. On this side, I'm just gonna, because now that I've said there's gonna be a, like the guide, you have to have a house ready on the spawn point for when you get attacked by on a blood moon on the first night. Now that I said, I can't remember exactly what I said, but now there's going to be a blood moon just because I said that. So I want to get this done quite quickly. I'm not going to end the video just yet. I'll do some mining and such, but yeah. But yeah, I also really like it. Relogic, a real good idea to actually be able to turn wood walls back. I know that's been in the game since literally the creation of this game, but that still is really awesome. Because jumping back to Minecraft, I know this game is nothing like Minecraft, and I know that's a huge argument that's been going on since the beginning of time. But it's much nicer to actually, like, it's much nicer to be able to uncraft stuff. Now, given you can't just uncraft a sword. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. That's just not really an RPG thing. You should have to make a new sword and be able to hang up your sword. But it's real cool that you can uncraft certain things. So you can, like wood walls, if you look, I'm going to zoom in on it. The wall is made out of individual logs. So it's kind of cool that you can pull that apart again. Right then, sorry about that. I'm back. Something happened. Nothing to be worried about, nothing to be concerned about. I'm gonna make this as well, and I'm also gonna put those bombs in a place somewhere. I am gonna be using the wiki a lot, so I hope you guys don't mind that. I'm pansy, I know. So first things first, before anything else, wooden sword, of course. I get the most rubbish possible wooden sword because, yeah. So, how do you make rope? I don't think I do not have the materials to make rope, but we are going to create a little strip line here. Watch out, guide, unless you want to be buried again, like you were in the first iteration of this series. By the way, I do recommend watching What You Can Bear too, of the other series, because this is I'm gonna be making a lot of references to the previous series. A lot. Also, this is going to be a completely solo thing because I want the series to continue forever, not forever. You guys know what I mean. I want to reach the end of the game at some point because, yeah, I've been real bad at not completing my series. So we're going to do a playthrough series of Terraria. Once we get to the end, I might screw around some. But my goal is to have this series last for 100 episodes. But yeah, I probably need to patch that up actually, because someone's gonna crawl through there and eat me. So I need to actually, that's not gonna work. But yeah, so, what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, 123 Craft. That series is basically, I'm for anybody who's actually watched it, that series is basically the next iteration of Genuine MC. Um, yeah. So yeah. Um, hopefully I'll be able to actually start getting a schedule, so like once every now and then Terraria, every now and then 123 Craft, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and get a good routine going. But yeah. It gets like that's actually kind of nice. So I was getting a bit of screen glare from the window behind me, and then the clouds cut came. It's been raining on and off all day, so maybe we'll get a bit of pitter patter on the windows. Another thing that I'm kind of hoping for is that I won't just kind of fall into a pit of zombies, because that's what's called not fun. Here is what I came down here for. What's that horn? What's that noise? It's just a fan over in the other room. Yeah. I hope I'm not being super boring, by the way. Probably sound like, hello guys, welcome to another video. That's exactly how I'm talking. I try to be exciting, but I'm too tired and my voice hurts. And my neck hurts because, staring at the sun. Like I had my neck cricked for like an hour or two, for like 2 hours watching the solar eclipse over the weekend. And the return journey. Normally, because I've gone to Tennessee a few times, because I have family there, but the return journey normally takes about 4 hours. It took like 8. It was the longest car ride I have ever been forced to endure. And I pray that nobody in all of time ever has to be stuck in a car with like two people or more. Like I hope nobody has to be stuck in a car with like family for any longer than I like. I hope I or anybody else in the world never has to endure that again. But I know everybody has to endure that daily. Also, if you're wondering what that noise is, that's zombies trying to knock on my door and failing miserably. Also, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to actually get back up, but the platform spacing isn't proper. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. And then just kind of as a safety precaution, let's just fill that in. And how long have we been going for? Let's check the time. So these episodes, I'm not going to go much over 20. I'm going to keep them around 20 minutes, because that's easier to edit than 30 minutes, which we have done for Terraria. So I'm going to smelt this tungsten. If I can make something out of tungsten, that'd be great, but I probably can't. Okay, so let's make some tin. Let's make 1 lead bar, and let's make 2 tungsten. So tungsten apparently costs more to make. But yeah, so that's about it for now. This has been Nibby49. Cheers for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!